These are 5 things I would have told my younger self if I had to start life all over again. First thing I would tell myself growing up, stack my money, stack my bread. Fortunately, the last couple of years I've made some decent money now where I can start saving. But if I could do it all again, I would have started saving earlier and having a better relationship with money. I come from a background where money management wasn't the best thing, and naturally I adopted some of those habits. Even though I wanted to break out of those habits, it was very hard. Anytime I used to get paid, it was like, how can I spend it? Never really thinking about saving. As I got older, I was like, you know what? I need to start putting some money away, man. Like, I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. It's 10 days before payday, I'm scratching my head thinking I need some bread. I need some money to get me to the finish line to next payday. I think the penny drop for me is when I realized I have a future. A lot of the time I was living for now, getting a paycheck. Oh, I need to spend it ASAP. Let me spend it ASAP. Let me spend it ASAP. I did was I started budgeting my savings. It was just another bill that I had to budget for. Once I started saving first rather than spending first, that's when I started to get some motion. And what I want you guys to do, try not to let people pressure you into how much you need to be saving. Save what you can afford, but just save. Do you know what I'm saying? If you can only afford to consistently save £20 a week or £20 a month, save £20 a month, but you just do not touch it. You leave it there. And look, when you're saving, you don't always need to have something to save for. I think that's a bad mindset to have. You need to save to get into the habit of saving. When you're saving, okay, I need to hit £500 saving, then I can stop doing that. Because as soon as you get to the 500, it's like, okay, I've earned the right to spend it. No, once you stack, you leave it. And you don't build it once at a time. Once you've seen your first 4 figures in your account, you're gonna be like, damn, I've already done that. And then that gives you some flexibility and leeway to be like, okay, I'm gonna take out 300 and invest into this. I'm gonna take out 200 and put it into this course. That's the benefits of saving. Don't get it twisted. If you're gonna save and an emergency comes up, you use the saving. Don't put yourself in no predicament where the savings is just sitting in your account, you've lost your car, you got an emergency bill that just come up. That's what the savings is there for. Take the L, run it back. The second lesson I learned growing up is don't chase validation. Again, my friends group were a very flashy friend group, and I noticed when I was growing up, I was always seeking validation. Not even from friends, my parents, family and friends that came from insecurities. No amount of designer clothes, money, physique, accolade is going to give you that feeling of fulfillment than having real fulfillment inside yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no materialistic thing out there that can give you the same fulfillment than having real confidence within yourself. Chasing validation is going to draw you out. It's going to make you spend money on things you don't want to spend it on. It's going to force you to become someone that you're not, at your core, you're not really that person. Two, you're stunting, you're fronting in front of the girls, you're winning people because you want to be the big macho guy. Forcing validation is never good. I think even if you told me from young, don't force validation, I probably still wouldn't listen, because I think that true confidence comes with time and what you do like, know what you don't like. You probably have to go through a lot of those stuff that you go through to make you realize you don't need validation. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the stuff that you think people care about, they don't care. I'm telling you for facts. They don't sleep better knowing that you got the newest Jordans. They might not look at you highly that you got the newest car. I feel like, from my experience, some of the people that I've respected more are the people that don't seek validation. Do you know what I'm saying? They do their own thing. They stay in their own lane. They're confident in who they are, and that's them. Do you know what I'm saying? They might be quiet, but that's them. They're not forcing an image on everybody. The best thing I can recommend to you is work on yourself. Find out your likes, your dislikes, spend some time for yourself, think for yourself, and then that's how I feel like you get some peace and satisfaction knowing who you are. That will kill any validation that you're seeking. From building relationships, try and be cool with everyone. You never know what people are going through, for one, and two, you might be the voice of reason. You might be that person you might be that peace that person needs. You might be that helping hand, that friend, that cool vibe that person needs. Do you know what I'm saying? And long term, people are hitting me up now long term saying, yo bro, you was always cool in school, man. Thank you for the help in school, or I'm happy you're doing your thing. Like, and that's all from being kind and being genuine from when I was way younger. Do you know what I'm saying? One bit of advice the other day. It was like, people don't remember that things you've done, what you achieved. They remember how you made them feel. Ever since I've learned that, it's changed my whole perspective on the way I have interaction with people. God forbid, when my time's gone, I want to be remembered for, I've helped uplift somebody, I had a positive impact on someone's life. They're not going to remember me for, oh, he had 1 million subscribers, or oh, he had the Rolex. You know what I'm saying? And I feel, for me, when I feel the best is when someone's come up to me and said, oh man, your videos helped me, oh man, thank you for the support, stuff like that. That's where I get fulfillment from. Growing up, I made loads of mistakes in it. I hurt people unintentionally, intentionally, mean to people unintentionally, intentionally. But it was all a part of the process, all a part of the come up. What I learned how to do was to forgive myself and forgive other people. We all make mistakes, that's just a part of the game. But I feel you have to learn how to take accountability. Yeah, I made a mistake. It wasn't the wisest thing to do. But once you've forgiven yourself and you said sorry and you genuinely mean it, let it go, move on. And you've got to do the same with other people. No one's perfect. When I was younger, I didn't have any self-awareness. I was very stubborn. I always used to blame people. But when I started looking into myself, like, well, where did I go wrong? What did I do? And why was I reacting like that? I was able to let certain things go. Do you know what I'm saying? I was able to forgive people. Well, I wouldn't necessarily maybe act a certain way, but influence me to act a certain way. Oh, it's your fault, it's your fault. Okay, forgive, like, bro, no one's perfect. They made a mistake. And once I was able to let that go, I was able to become more peaceful. Me being more peaceful, now I'm one of the most chill guys you will ever come across. I mind my business, stay in my lane, run joke. I don't let a lot of things affect me because I'm aware that no one's perfect. I'm aware that people make mistakes. A lot of the times it's not even personal. You know what I'm saying? You got to forgive them. They don't even know they're ignorant. Forgive them. They don't even know that they're violent. You know what I'm saying? You can't let these little things stress you out because at the end of the day, it's a reflection of them. But when you can take a second and be like, yo, I'm content, I'm at peace, you know what? I forgive you. You're in a much better position of life. And I'm not going to sit here and say, it's easy, or you can just let people walk all over you. It's not that. Stand firm, and if it's a repeat offender, then you can put them up and address it and let them know, like, yo, I'm not one for you to just be taking the piss out. Again, forgive them, help them understand where they're going wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? Understand that that's just their character sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? Work hard. You have to work hard, bro. And that's in every aspect. Work, personal, relationship, work hard, bro. Everything in life requires some effort. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had to earn everything for myself. And I'm very proud of what I've done. I'm proud of what I've achieved and what I've accomplished. But one common trait that I've had in all of these things is that I've worked hard in my emotional intelligence. I've worked hard in my career. I've worked hard in my training. I've worked hard in... There are some aspects where I still need to improve, but trust me, you have to work hard. Nothing's gonna get handed to you. Do everything you want, focus, put your mind on it, and put one foot in front of the other every day. You have to move intentional. People look at me and think this is all easy, or like, I woke up like this. No, I've worked on myself to be in the position that I'm in. Like I said, no one's gonna hand you anything. Building relationships, you have to work hard. Let's be real, some people have it lucky. Some people can have some nepotism. They can have like people handing them stuff. That's good for them. I'm not hating or judging. But some of us have to work for everything we want, do you know what I'm saying? And personally, I feel like that's the best way for us to develop, do you know what I'm saying? That built me at my core. When things hit the fan, that's part of the game. I know how to bounce back. When you get things handed to you, from what I understand, it's very hard to keep your head up and bounce back, do you know what I'm saying? So don't take it for granted. It's a privilege that you have to work and put in some graft. It's a privilege. There's no better feeling coming out the other end of whatever you've been trying to work on, where you imagine yourself to be, and you're in that position because you worked hard. It's no better feeling. And now I'm gonna be real. If I look back at myself at 15, 16, 17, I promise I'll tell you, at the age I'm at now, I'm exactly where I'd want to be at 15, 16, 17. I'm proud. I'm not gonna lie, I put in the work, I put in the graft. I've got some aspects that I'm trying to improve on, and I'm actively doing that now. It all requires effort and hard work, do you know what I'm saying? The harsh reality is the moment you stop, the moment the motion stops, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one's handing it to you, no one's gonna just give it to you, do you know what I'm saying? Easier this grind is. What I learned is that this game is a constant grind, bro. I was delusional at one point. I thought once I get to a certain age or I've achieved certain things, it's done, it's there and done. It don't work like that, bro. I realized, bro, it's a constant graft. Something else is gonna come up that I'm gonna want to achieve. There's gonna be another spanner in the works that I'm gonna have to sort out. It's gonna be constant, and I reckon that's till the day I die. There's something we're gonna pop up or something I'm always gonna work on, and that's not a bad thing. I think that's what life's for, hitting the next milestone. What can I achieve in this lifetime? Except that you're going to be on a constant pursuit of greatness. It's a part of the game. It's going to come with its ups and downs. person you want to become is there. Like, there's no stopping you. There's no limits for you to be who you want to be. Trust me. I don't mean to sound cringe or whatever. I want you lot to understand it's going to require effort. You're going to need to do that. You're going to want to have to do it. You're going to have to study. You're going to have to work on yourself. You're going to have to take a minute to sit back and ask yourself these questions. But I promise you, if you put the work in and break certain habits and build new habits, you will become the person that you want to become. It's hard. I never said it's going to be a walk in the park. The person you want to be is on the other side of the effort and the graph. And I'm a living testimony of that. I'm rooting for you, do you know what I'm saying? It all comes down to how much you want to change. Yeah? You see the value in what you're doing. You need to crave the discipline and the dedication over the outcome. You constantly try to get 1% better every day. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And you will get to where you want to get to. This whole thing is a journey, do you know what I'm saying? I've let you guys know that already, and I'm aware that it's never going to be perfect, but as long as you're striving to do better and be better, what more can you do, do you know what I'm saying? And you know when you're giving it all, you know when you're really trying your best, you know what I'm saying? I feel like people don't want to get uncomfortable. The uncertainty eats people up, and I feel like it's a bit ignorant and naive to feel like we need to have all the answers now and then, or expect to have a smooth sailing journey. Since the beginning of time, that's never been a thing, do you know what I'm saying? Bear that in mind in whatever you're trying to pursue, and I promise you, with time, it will get better.